have a great thing to talk about.
What's your great thing?
Morecambe FC are winning 2-0 against Cheltenham. That's my great thing. Do you know who Morecambe is? Or what
Just,
Morecambe
just,
is?
just, just after you said like who won against what with what score, just like start adding question marks on the screen or something. I'm not sure. Just or
Uh,
maybe I don't want to make you do lots of hard work, but
the, the,
maybe just like um
you realize we are doing the
there's like a
podcast
really
right now.
confused there's like a confused Pokemon.
Well, there's
Uh,
what?
there's a Pokemon that looks really it's like a duck.
You mean Psyduck?
Yes,
Yes.
like
What about him?
its head hurts because it doesn't understand and stuff. I feel like one of those right now.
Okay.
But okay, yeah. So
Let's
no,
generally
I
start.
don't know who either what of what you just said.
Morecambe is a city on the coast of where's east and west? Yes, on the west of England. And
So it's somewhere
they're
close to
foot they're
Wales.
well above Wales, I guess.
Ah,
They're
northern
not
England.
Morecambe is basically close to Lancaster,
Ah,
which is close to Blackpool,
Lancaster,
which is close to Liverpool, and
Liverpool.
yes, they speak what's it called again? Scouse. Yes, they speak Scouse.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna attempt a Scouse accent, cause yeah,
No, I mean it's hard enough like
yes.
pronouncing the word. Scores.
Steven Gerrard can fill that part in for me, put in a clip of Scouse accent.
Like you said, I want some chicken and a can of coke. I'm going on the rob. I've got to get a prezi. It's me grand's birthday. She's 30.
Uh,
Okay, let's just quickly do this before it feels like it's too late. Because
yes.
the previous podcast,
Yes.
can I just start, or do you want to start with
You
it?
can go ahead.
The last podcast we did, um, it's the we got some negative stuff from people, both people we know and
We
let's
will
say
not mention.
acquaintances.
We will not mention.
The the thing is that we started the podcast sort of 20 minutes in to recording, and we were speculating, and we sort of got one part in where we sort of slightly, or I guess we accused someone of being the
I mean, not.
downfall of. We didn't accuse them of being that, but it could be
Yes.
taken as that.
Yes, the person
It's
did take it
mentioned,
like that.
yeah, as it sort of became. We felt like the server started going down sort of a path of being less active after that
Pos
point,
well,
and we're
positive is more correct. They didn't really stay positive since that. I mean, the activity went down a lot later. But yeah, the positivity really like went down since that point. I mean, he isn't really the reason it kept going down, but we just said that it was like the start of the negativity. And some people
yeah,
thought we said that this person was the whole reason that the server got deleted, which is
including the person themselves.
yeah, which is totally not what we said.
Yes, and even in the podcast we mentioned somewhere, I think like 30 minutes in or something around there, we mentioned that we're just speculating. We're not saying that this is 100% fact, but we were talking about how the server was and which like if there's a timeline, which points on the timeline affected the server most, and we felt like um, an event that most people who were involved in the server will remember um, sort of started the server towards where it became a less social and less friendly. But this is
Yes.
obviously just our thoughts on the topic. We weren't trying to be mean to anyone, and we hope that this will clear it
Yeah.
up.
I mean, as well, it was the beginning of the podcast where I was just talking about my day, and I wanted to give some context to why I did certain things.
Yeah. Yes,
And
and it was
yeah, I had to explain who this person was. Yeah,
yeah. Well, and although it was the beginning of the podcast, it wasn't the beginning of our
literal podcast.
it wasn't the beginning of when we had started talking about it, and he started talking about when he how his day had gone. We were talking about
TGS
uh,
stuff.
yes, and the server came up in that. Okay, let's move on and
Yes.
talk about Sam real quick. In the previous podcast, back, I felt like we didn't really give Sam justice because we both know Sam, so it felt weird to talk about obvious stuff. But Sam is very prolific. He puts up one video every other day or something like that, very often.
Let me check in a second. Yeah, go on.
And it streams 5 to 4 times a week, mostly Duel Links, which I mean I don't like, but
He can
he's
do
very
what he
good at putting
wants.
that out, and that's like 3 hours of 3 hours of his day or something like that.
Yeah, it's 2 to 3 hours, I would say. But yeah, he upload for. I mean, I would say generally it would be like every other day. I mean, 4 days ago he uploaded 3 videos, but it's not spread out. But I guess if you like balance it out, it would be like every other day. Oh,
Do you want to replace the games thing with Naruto? Because
sure, yes, yeah, it's Naruto.
so
Uh,
you just said Naruto, so
Naruto.
do you have a question or is it just like
No,
talking about Naruto in general?
I've just been watching the new show called Boruto lately, cause I don't know, I had
Burrito.
a burrito, a burrito.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Give me some
just
more
eh,
burritos.
I'm not gonna give spoilers about Boruto. I mean, Naruto we might give spoilers. I mean, we don't know yet. We don't know yet, but yeah. I just found Boruto is getting a lot more interesting compared to the beginning of the anime. Beginning I
Mm.
found very boring. Now it's a lot more important stuff, also
I mean,
involving
it's not
the old
it's not
characters of Naruto.
it's not good when it starts off boring, but it's good when it actually ramps up and stuff. And that's,
Yes.
I mean, I read the when I passed the anime in where the subtitles were still being made. I started reading the manga, and I feel like the Naruto Shippuden specifically had a lot of hard work to keep the hype up because they just showed so many characters in like okay, let's maybe spoiler here. Anyone who's listening, if you don't want spoilers about Naruto,
Skip to this part.
shut your brains off and go into clinical coma. Okay,
Skip to this part that we will mention
yeah.
in
So
the
if
video.
if you don't want spoilers, like skip 50 minutes ahead, and it's probably over by then. But yeah, whatever. Um, the the Great Ninja War.
Yeah,
There was
the latest one.
many characters. Yeah, no, the one in Naruto Shippuden.
Yes, that's the latest one.
Okay, I haven't seen Boruto, so I thought there was another one. But
I mean, there will
there
probably
were
be,
so many
maybe.
characters that I was so bored with. It's like there's the Black Lightning dude who's just sort of walking around shooting black lightnings. Like, why should we care about you?
I mean, he is the new Kage of the respective country. I
Yeah,
forgot what it's
this
called.
Boruto spoilers now probably. Yeah.
I mean, is it that? I mean, okay, if you don't want spoilers, fuck off.
Well, we can just
I have a question for you.
yeah, we can make it clear later.
What is your favorite Naruto slash Boruto character?
I really like the one with the shadows.
You mean,
Uh,
which kind of shadows? Is it the one
the
dude?
ones that sort of
From
captures people and
yes,
like takes them over and stuff.
you mean the original person from Naruto, or as in the new kid, or as in the parent of the original person?
The original person.
Okay, Shikamaru.
Um, yes, that's the one.
uh,
Shish kebab.
this is drag.
Shish kebab is my favorite character.
uh,
I fe- or I like Kakashi and Obito. Their sort of dynamic thing with their
Yeah.
Sharingan.
My favorite character is actually only a character that survives a couple episodes. It's an odd choice. I'm actually not sure how he became my favorite, but somehow he
Who
did.
who is it in Boruto, or
It's in Naruto. He's not alive in Boruto anymore.
who's the character?
It's a member of the Akatsuki. Yes, he is.
Is it Itachi?
No, it's not. I said he only survives a couple episodes.
Oh wait, is it the doll person?
The doll. There is no doll person. You mean as in?
Marionette puppet
You
person.
mean there? Sorry, there is a doll person. No, it isn't. Though he's probably my third favorite of the Akatsuki.
Okay, so let's go to the second favorite. Who is that then?
My second favorite, you've already mentioned him.
Itachi.
Yes,
Okay, who's the first then?
it's Kakuzu. Do you know who
Wait,
Kakuzu
who's that?
is? He
Oh wait, is it the string person who's immortal? Or kind
he
of immortal, but not
he
really.
has multiple lives. Yes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like 5 hearts and one
Yes.
for each element.
I don't know. I don't. I just find him interesting. I mean, I don't know how the fuck he has those strings, but
I feel it's really weird though that it's so obsessed with money. It's like, why?
you know,
You're,
you gotta get the monies. Okay, it's bound to.
I
It's
mean,
just like
I
Django
mean,
Fett.
it's okay if you're rich and stuff, if you want to be rich, but if you're already rich and you don't have to bother with money, if you're immortal, wouldn't you like try to get more like live stuff? I'm not sure. The worst thing I feel about Naruto Complete is that they start focusing really much on eyes for some reason. All the eyes are special. Yes, we
Um,
have
the
the
Rinnegan, the Sharingan, the
the
Byakugan,
Byakugan,
then
the
also
Bakugan.
at the end of Naruto they show another eye. Then in Boruto himself has a weird eye.
What about
And then you have like the combination of a Rinnegan and a Sharingan.
Yeah, exactly. That's really
And
weird.
then you have Danzo has 1 million Sharingans.
And all of the dead people have special black stuff around their eyes.
I mean, everyone's OP. But what I wanted to say about Kakuzu, what I also found pretty interesting is that in the past, he tried to assassinate Mr. What's his name, Hashirama Senju, the original Hokage. He tried to assassinate him,
What? Was he
and
alive back then? Oh my god.
yes, he's alive. He's been alive for I don't know how many years it was, like 100 something probably. Uh,
The wood Kage who created wood, and for some reason everyone loved
yes,
him.
yes, everyone loved him. He tried to assassinate him. Obviously he failed, but he did survive. So it is impressive stuff, you know. What was it again? His clan like fucking was mad at him that he failed, and then he killed them all, and then got his four like lives on his back. I think it was something along those lines of how he got those fucking extra lives. But yeah, that's Kaksu. uh,
I like the snake person too.
what kind of you got a lot of you got Mitsuki and Boruto. You've got
No, the main snake
the
person,
or the
the king of
Orochimaru's.
snakes.
You,
Yes.
yes, he's pretty mysterious. Like he's like not immortal, but he feels like the most immortal guy in the whole series.
Apart from the person that actually is immortal and never died,
But
who's like stuck underground.
I mean, he can die of hunger.
Could they?
Yeah, he can die of hunger.
I,
So
I thought shish kebab. I thought shish kebab like blew him up and stuff. And
he did, but he can only die from hunger. So I don't think he's eaten in a while.
but what if it dies from hunger? Why did there was like a filler episode where they used like really weird life fish because that's the only way they could recreate him to life because he wasn't completely dead.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's
Maybe he has hacks. I mean, I just heard somewhere where he could die from hunger. I believe. Maybe if maybe he ate mud.
I mean, it's really weird if he would die from hunger because you can't. If you're a head, you can't really digest food anyway.
Yes, it doesn't. I mean, immortality in itself doesn't make any sense at all. So,
I mean, if immortality was this, you're stuck the same way as you've always been.
I mean,
In like this moment, the version of you that was that second that I pointed out, that's the way you'll always be. And even though you try to eat something, you can't digest it because your body won't change ever.
Yeah, but that's still not immortality because you could still get slashed up.
No, it doesn't work.
I
It
mean,
just restores
yeah,
instantly.
it's just age immortality, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh, but yes, no,
Well,
no,
I don't like their eye obsession. That's weird.
I,
While
I, I, I
I
like,
agree, haha.
I like the eye obsession in the beginning, but eventually gets a bit too much when they're.
Resurrected Itachi is cool though.
I
I like him.
mean, those eyes are called Kekai Genkai, if you know what that is. No, do you not?
Probably not.
Like Kekai Genkai or like special stuffs. The Kekai Genkai can be like the Sharingan or Byakugan, but they can also be
Rinnegan?
well, that's yeah, all the eyes are Kekai Genkai, and but they can also be the mix of two how do you call it, like elements like water and fire. You can like
Okay, yeah, the
mix
blood
them
stuff.
and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
becomes
it's the
like
blood.
boil a boil or
It's the
some
blood
shit.
stuff. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
And
No,
then you
that's not.
also have like not Kekai Genkai, but it's like a thing where it's like three elements uh, combined, which what the Chuchikage has in the Naruto series with the
Yeah,
particle style, where he, you know, those black cubes and
yeah,
shit. Yeah, that's what
I
he
know
has.
exactly what you mean.
I
Yes.
think it's quite called Tensai Kekai, but I'm not sure. Yes, you see, I have got extensive knowledge here.
Just check your power cable. You're starting to lag. I just want to.
No, it's not power cable. It's just, you know, internet.
No, but last time you started when you were running out of power, you started lag. So I just want to be
Uh,
sure for safety reason.
that was just yeah, fate.
But the the one person that I'm really confused about because they say that like the three ninjas that were trained by the third Hokage um,
Yes.
are about as strong as Akatsuki, like one Akatsuki member each. Like
Well,
they're
yeah,
powerful.
I would agree. I mean,
But
apart from some, I mean, Tsunade. I don't know if she's stronger than an
mm,
Akatsuki. I mean, it depends, you
yeah,
know.
she's physically stronger probably, but maybe
Yeah.
couldn't beat them. But then there's like the thing where um, Minato, the fourth
Yes.
Hokage,
Yeah.
he's like apparently really quick and stuff. And he said that the only person that's that he couldn't beat in speed, even though he teleports, was Kakashi's dad. And Kakashi's dad was apparently so good he could beat all of the three like people, the three.
I forgot what they were called, but yeah, it was Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and Tsunade.
Yeah, apparently he was better than all of them combined. It's like what?
I mean, combined,
Why?
I feel like that's a bit.
That's what they said. That's literally canon.
By the way, Morecambe are now winning 4-0.
Well, I don't want to say literally because I might have read something that was fake or something, but
It could
uh,
be. I mean, that's typical. I mean, especially in Dragon Ball Z, there's a lot of written stuff about power scaling that's just not right. But yeah,
yeah,
go on.
yeah, and but I like the idea of Kakashi's dad being like so OP that's like
But we know nothing about
yeah,
him.
they didn't even revive him. Like Kabuto, is that his name?
Kabuto isn't that like the
That sounds
guy?
like a Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah, I swear that's literally the Poke. That's the
But
ancient
I was
Pokemon.
thinking of the snake person who's like the second one, the second
Yeah, I swear
Orochimaru.
that's also called carrot. Yeah, it's also
Carrot?
carrots. Kabuto is a Pokemon, but it's also, yeah, that second snake guy. I mean, he turns
Yeah,
into a snake, but he doesn't start off as a snake. But yeah,
yeah, the
that's
second snake
Kabuto.
person. Um, I feel as though the second snake person should have revived Kakashi's dad if he was so OP.
Yeah, I agreed. I'm gonna actually look up Kakashi.
He was called like the tooth or something, or the fang of something.
Silverfang.
Yeah, probably.
Uh, Sasumo Hatake apparently is the name. Uh, It's not Silver Fang. Konoha's White Fang. Blah 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 blah. Joning. I don't really know. What is there to say about his strength?
What
Doesn't
does the scout say about his power level?
the scouter doesn't really look at like it says anything. It looks just that he says that they just say the reasoning of why he died and why he was, you know,
Yeah, I, I,
stuff.
I have read the manga and seen most of the anime, and I'm pretty sure, in the manga at least, that the fourth Hokage tells Kakashi, or Obito maybe, um, that he's that the White Fang was like above all of the. I'm not sure. I I'll have to look this up later. But I feel like we fact we should we shouldn't stick to just looking at facts in Naruto, because we'll just be quiet reading and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking for a bit.
Just a bit distracted.
Yes, but
By the way,
I digress.
I think I have a GIF now. If you want to
Oh,
in the
yes.
background,
Give me the GIF. Give me the GIF.
I'll you'll have to wait for a bit because I need to upload it from my phone to my drive and download it again. And last time I tried it didn't convert it as a GIF. It just converted it as a JPEG. So I'll have to check on Google later how to convert it as a fully GIF thing.
Mhm.
Where I can find the fully thing. So I'll do it straight after the podcast.
Sure, sure, sure. But I don't think we've.
Oh, by the way, happy Easter,
Ah, yes, it is Easter.
or the day after, but never
Yes,
mind.
the holidays are almost done. I'm actually going to school tomorrow again.
Yes, me too.
Yes, sucks, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
We will survive.
we'll survive. Do, 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 do.
But I feel like
And
we've
stuff.
said everything about Naruto, unless you still have some stuff you want to say.
F- do you have a favorite good guy?
But you see, everyone who's bad is just a good guy that got delusional at the end. No,
Well,
no.
Itachi wasn't really.
Well, Itachi was never bad a guy.
I mean, he did sort of hurt a couple of people
I mean, he.
just to sort of turn up and then sort of left again.
I mean, seems legit. My favorite good guy, so to speak. Uh,
Nairu.
the the Gara. Sure, that seems like a. I mean, he's not always good in first part of Naruto, but yeah, I'll just say Gara.
Yes. Yes, he is the right
Yes.
choice for leading the Sand People.
I've got an idea. What's your favorite tailed beast?
I'm going to be warning and say 9 because, like, the only one I
There
know.
are a lot of bad
I know one.
designs.
I know number one. I've seen number two a bit, and I know they gave the snail one expanded stuff, and I know 8 and 9. But
Well,
I don't care about the snail. One was really boring because it was
oh,
sort of made out of sand, even though when it was separate. So like, what? Why?
well, I enjoyed the first one. What's his name? Chikaku or some shit.
I'm not sure.
I liked him. Just kind of I like Garo as well. He seems cool. The second one is like a blue flame cat. Uh, he's actually my favorite, or she. It's.
Mm.
The third
I
one
don't
is
know
like
a lot about her.
the third one was do you know who Kagura is?
No.
He was a Kage from somewhere as well, but the third tail beast is like I don't know, what'd you call it? A turtle, I guess. It's like fucking with like spiky shells and stuff. It's
Oh
like
wait, wasn't the 4 one that the one that
the fourth one is
um
Goku. is the monkey, the
Okay.
Son Goku.
Which one was the one that Kakashi's friend had in her and he had to kill her?
The third one, it's the one what I just talked
Ah, okay.
about earlier. Yeah, yeah. The third one has been passed around a lot. If you haven't noticed.
Mm,
But the fifth one is like is probably the most boring one of them all. It's a fucking I don't even what it is. It's like it's owned by that guy who's like who has like samurai hats and stuff. If you know that one.
nope.
Oh nope, you don't. Okay, well it's like a horse with five tails, but it's like an ugly
Uh,
horse. It's like an ugly horse.
okay.
So
Maybe.
it's very stupid. It doesn't look
Yeah.
cool at all. And then
I
the
mean,
next one is like the fucking sludge one. It's like a slime.
yeah, did did the Nine Tails ever come back together?
What do you mean the ninth?
Because his dad had half and then he died again. Did he ever get like the other half together with the first half?
What do you mean the nine tails?
Yeah,
I, I think he's whole.
I think he's old. I don't know.
I
I
mean
mean, maybe
I don't even know what you mean the one half and the other half.
because his when his dad was resurrected, he had half of the Nine Tails still in him.
He probably had hacks.
Okay,
He had hacks. But yeah,
seems legit.
those are the tailed beasts, I guess. I mean, you also have the octopus one, you know.
Yeah, I know that one, the ape one.
Oh, there's also that like flying insect
Ugh.
one. But yeah, they crossed over the Chinchuriki very fast, I feel like.
Hmm.
They took the first one pretty serious, you know, the sand one.
That was actually in the manga, so I
Yeah,
feel like
and the shell one they took pretty serious, and of course, you know, the octopus. But I feel like all the rest just
1 and 8 were in the manga, and then they had like a small dialogue with the snail one, but then they gave it loads of backstory in the anime, so I feel like that's a good step up.
yeah, I mean the two tail one literally had like fucking the 1 minute
What?
of screen time.
Yeah, and what about the one with?
I don't actually remember. I feel like at some points, I was very young when I watched most of Naruto, and then when I was older, I rewatched from certain points, but a lot of the Jinchuriki were already taken, so I don't really know a lot about that.
Hmm, okay,
I forgot it all.
I feel like that's enough of Naruto now because
Yes,
we've
agreed.
it's like a lot of Naruto.
The Naruto podcast.
Naruto podcast Shindairu. So
Yes.
let's go on to Fallout New Vegas. Now,
Ah,
what do you
yes,
know about Fallout New
Fallout.
Vegas?
Well, New Vegas, not a lot, but I've got like a streamer. Well, streamer, but it's like a friend, but not really a streamer. But he's like up and coming, I guess. I don't know
Is
if.
it Oscar?
No. He doesn't play those games. I mean, he sometimes maybe, but his streams mostly anime-styled games.
RT game. I
And
wouldn't call him up and coming, but anyway,
no,
RT game.
I'm not calling Oscar. I mean, is a friend of mine called Blunt Brian. I mean, his real name is obviously Brian, but yeah, he's got like 100 something followers, and
Oh,
recently he's getting a lot of viewers. So I mean, he has like almost the same average as Sam at this point, with a lot less followers. So it is quite impressive, but you know,
well, I
depends
mean,
if you can keep it up
I
really.
feel like Sam's a YouTuber first and a streamer second, and he's
I
yeah.
know.
We've talked about it in the first podcast why
Yes.
Sam isn't really the quickest grower on Twitch, but you know.
I mean, his grower in terms of followers is impressive, but his viewer count doesn't really increase with those followers.
Mm, I mean,
Uh, yeah.
in Dawn of the Year 8, there's a lot more interaction with viewers too, so that might be why. Because he had like I don't know 80 as average when he was playing Dawn of the Year, like
80.
more constantly. Yeah, 80.
Hmm. I don't remember this.
What? Well, around Christmas, didn't you?
He got raided once, but I
No,
don't,
no, 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 not that one. No, no, no. He,
I don't,
he had like 90
I
at some
feel,
at one point.
I felt like in Christmas when he was playing Dawn of New Era, he had less viewers than normally.
What? Maybe I couldn't watch some of the streams because I had stuff, but the ones I usually watched were Friday
Well, I'm not
and
sure, but I feel
Saturday.
like, uh, I feel like still Duel Links would attract more viewers, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just memory that's fucking up, you know. I don't have a good memory as some people would know.
Random access memory. Yes. But okay, let's go back to Fallout New Vegas.
I've
The
played Fallout 3 out of all Fallout games,
so
so I don't really
I
know a lot.
I have seen a small part of Fallout 3
The beginning,
on
I'm
YouTube.
guessing.
Just random stuff. It's like a YouTuber called Isor Productions, and he played
Yes.
like he usually jump cuts a lot. But he's a good. I like him. I don't usually like jump cuts because you don't really follow in the thing. But he usually has a narrative or like a dialogue with the viewer that doesn't include in the. It's not included in the jump cut, so you won't feel like you're jump cutting between just random jokes all the time. You're jump cutting from like it's a long joke, but you cut out all the middle stuff, so it's not long for the viewer. He usually plays
Seems legit.
EU Paradox games. But anyway, the similarity is pretty clear. I guess the engine and the visuals are very similar from Fallout 3 to Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas came out 2 years after, I think, and it's got like amazing story and
Wait,
dialogues.
what
The
when,
dialogues.
what came out after?
Fallout New Vegas came out two
Uh,
years after.
yes. Right.
The Fallout New Vegas has. It's. I mean, I don't want to spoil because if we're constantly talking about spoilers, we'll like there'll be no point to like
Yes, I know.
explain stuff. But I'll. This is a short thing. It'll take about 2 minutes if you're watching this or listening or whatever. Just skip ahead about 2 minutes and you'll skip it. It's not a major spoiler, but if you are bothered by it, just skip this. In the game, you can have followers, right? Like one
Yes.
person who hangs around with. I got a person called Boone, Bone, who's a sniper, and he's like if you remember from the Hearts of Iron game we played, where Fallout, where the NCR, do you remember those guys?
Nope.
The New California Republic are basically the good guys,
Yes.
and and they hate, most of them hate the Roman Caesar's Legion,
Mhm.
and Boone. But if you have Boone as a person with you, as a follower, there's a person who says, "Okay, you have to go in. You sneak into the Caesar's Legion camp and kill our captured guys. Otherwise, they'll be tortured to death." And when it's like, don't take any chances, just kill them, so you don't also get captured. Put them out of their misery. And Boone says when the person leaves, "Screw that, we're saving these guys." So it's like, even though it's not guaranteed that he'll be there, they put in loads of those kind of things, details that makes the game so much more like alive. You feel like every decision counts, and it's not like a game isn't really decision heavy, but since they put loads of that stuff in, it's so awesome. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes. I mean, Fallouts in general have like pretty cool stuff about them.
Not Fallout 4. Cough, cough.
I mean, I mean, in Fallout 3, I would personally, I've got like this one save, which is my normal save, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save now, and then I'm gonna kill a bunch of people and see how that works, and that's my second save. Then I just go on a rampage. But yeah, I feel like rampaging is the most fun you can have.
Yeah, Fallout 4. I really hate the like one thing that I really hate is like the the random difficulty, the forced sort of where you have to stay in one place, and the dialogue. You have to press the arrow keys to choose dialogue options. It's like, why? Why do I have to press left or right? Why can't I just click with my mouse like everything else? It's so annoying.
Accept it.
I will never accept. I will never bow.
You must bow.
I will never bend the knee. Yeah, yeah, but
That's
Fallout New
fun.
Vegas is the best one in my opinion, and I feel like that's also a very popular opinion. Um,
I feel like I've got something that we should talk about.
yes, okay.
And I feel like this is something that we really haven't talked about in the past, but I feel like it could be interesting. Uh,
I mean, in the
IRLs.
past, it's like, I mean, for podcast, that's just
No,
like one
no,
time,
I
but
mean literally you to me,
yeah, okay.
general. I feel like we've never talked about IRL stuff, how stuff is in, the real life, not the fake virtual world. Uh,
Are you going to bring up Notre Dame or like
no,
uh,
as in,
Hiroshima,
as
9/11, the Holocaust,
no,
uh, mass murder? I'm not sure. I just want to bring up depressing stuff. I'm not sure why.
no, depressing stuff. No, this is positive.
Hitler,
I mean,
Stalin,
the stuff I
Mussolini.
would like to talk about
Yeah,
might be depressing, but
hopefully not, but I mean,
in terms, in terms of
hopefully not as depressing as like 9/11, but yeah, we'll see.
relationships and like falling in love with people, yes, Coco, we're going there. We're gonna share the world, all the stories. Have you ever like had a relationship or fallen in love with someone?
Oh, okay. So the only one else in the TGS community I've told this to, can you bleep this? If I say this name,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
can you just bleep this? Because I don't really want to throw them under the bus, but I've only told
Yeah, I
this,
expected
this,
so.
and this is also because okay, bleep this again. Um, the reason, bleep the reason. Uh, that end of bleeps, loads of bleep. It's going to be like
Yeah.
I'm swearing a lot or something, but
No,
yeah.
it's not even there. It's cut.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I've been in a couple of ones, but only one that I would consider serious, and that was about 2 months in length, and it's about 2 years ago now.
Mhm.
I don't really. Um, I I guess I've never really, apart from that one time or those 2 months, I haven't really. I even though then I wasn't really sort of fully
Into it.
feeling it. No, I was sort of I felt like I don't know.
You felt
It
like it was
wasn't.
bullshit.
I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I guess I felt like it was
Okay.
a bit painful to continue and doing and stuff.
And you
I
were
was
like, I mean, I don't know if it's a girl or boy. I mean, I
yeah,
don't.
yeah. We can do that without cutting or bleeping or anything. Yes, it's a girl,
Okay.
and I
You were like,
still know her today.
you were like, fuck off, bitch, go
I,
away.
I we go to the same thing every week or so.
I mean, was it like you ending it, or was it a mutual ending it, or was it like what was it?
I'm going to feel like a douchebag now, but I ended it because I didn't feel like it was.
Like
I
it
I
wasn't
I I,
serious.
I felt like it started off as like temporary passion, I guess, but I felt like it wasn't.
I
It
mean,
wasn't real. It
I mean,
wasn't like it
temporary
didn't feel.
doesn't sound good at all.
No, I wasn't. But I've never really seen the point in having like a romantic partner or anything. I've like been.
Yeah, what's up, mate?
It's like it's like I like two people in the past. I feel like have taken my friendship stuff in the wrong way, including that one person.
Mm.
Uh, and it's like, oh, but it's like I feel like this is how media works too. It's like if you watch a movie and there's a man and a woman or a teenager,
Oh yeah.
teenage girl and boy, they'll end up together. It's like, but maybe I just want to be friends. Maybe I just want to play Pokemon with them because Pokemon is fun. It's like, no. Oh, it's such a pain. I don't want to. Oh, I felt I felt awful with myself for like keeping it going. Because we have some mutual friends due to really weird situation where before we started dating, um, it turned out that some of her old classmates went to my school, some of her best friends, and then I had to tell them that we were dating. I was like, I don't want to do this.
But yeah.
So like I felt like the guilt. I felt like there was some kind of guilt. I'm not sure what it was, where it came from, but I felt guilty for doing it. So I was like, yeah, I'll end it because the feeling of guilt is not. I don't want to feel the feeling of guilt. I just felt like it was too much. So afterwards, when I ended it, I actually felt kind of relieved. And I'm not sure if I don't think it was burden. I feel like she was a very nice person, but I felt like just the idea of having a relationship was so.
Already so weird.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I certainly like. I feel like since I never had any romantic intention to begin with, I feel like maybe that's where the guilt came from, and yeah.
So you would say that you never had like true love.
I feel like maybe in the past, I'm sure I've had like temporary, like, oh my god, I'm in love with this person, but it's not like real. It's just like, and I don't know. It's like sometimes I want to be friends with someone, and maybe after a while I'll build uh, some kind of feeling towards them, but it's never usually me who takes the first step because I'm like, yeah, maybe I have
Sure.
feelings for them, but why bother? Like it's not worth it. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to play Pokemon with them. It's like if I start dating, who am I going to play Pokemon with?
One day I just wanted to play Pokemon, and all of a sudden she's asking me out.
Yeah, it's like actually the first part of it was actually the best for me, the relationship, because she had actually come over to me,
Mm.
sort of eaten dinner with my family and stuff, and we weren't dating at the time, of course, because I said it, so it would be weird if we were dating before we were dating, but never mind. So we walked a bit, and then she went to the metro, the underground, the subway,
On the ground.
train stuff, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like since we had walked past my usual train stop thing, I was going one way and she was going another way, and we were sitting on a bench, and I'm not sure why, but we were like hugging or something, and then that turned into kiss, and I'm like, uh, afterwards I felt so guilty,
You
yeah,
were
and
like, how did I get into this? I didn't want this.
oh my god, I hope she never listens to this because I'm going to spill the beans, all of them right now, because I feel like I have to.
Spill the
It's
beans.
like, yeah, I've held this guilt in so long. I haven't told anyone how
Let
I
it
feel
out.
this, but it's like when we were kissing, she had her eyes closed, but I like opened my eyes real quick and felt like really shocked. I was like, oh no, what have I done? Why did this go to here? It's like my English is falling apart right now. But
Yes,
yeah,
start
but
speaking
I'm
Swedish.
not. I'm not. Oh, I didn't. Oh no. It's like attraction and attraction plus friendship plus romantic feelings aren't enough for me. I'm not sure what is enough for me, but I feel like as long as I'm like
You're missing one thing.
happy where I am,
It's called
I,
addiction that you need.
yeah, I don't really want that. I'm not sure. I out of the question for me because I'm like, why? I, I'm not sure.
But yeah.
So what about you? I'm going to take. I'm just going to drink some water and puke maybe. It's like every time I think about it, or every time I sort of anyone asks me about her, I start feeling sick.
You just regret, just doing the entire thing, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not
Cause
sure.
cause
We
it
were
felt
going
so
to go to
fake.
like we were going to go to like amusement park, like a theme park, and I ended it like a couple of weeks before because I was like, I can't keep.
You couldn't handle it.
It's
It
she
was
wasn't. It's not like she was high maintenance or anything. She was like really, really. We were good friends before it happened, but I felt like to me, what I guess she was when she was flirting, I was just playing around because I like to mess around with people. It's like um, I like to interrupt people and make jokes and stuff. If you've seen the TV show Friends,
I haven't.
okay, but if you if you ever do, there's a person called Chandler, and this is for the viewers. If you know who Chandler is, I usually feel like him, but I guess she took it in like a non-Chandlery way because Chandler usually has no luck with people and with women, and I guess it's an inaccurate portrayal of stuff. But let's go over to you, Andrew. Yeah, just I need to just lean back a bit.
Yes, calm down. You've done your work.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I mean, me personally, I've actually never had a relationship personally. I mean, I've fallen in love with someone, but it was like in a fucking only in primary school. I think it's called.
Fallen in love with someone, but then it turned out you were going to become siblings. So
Yeah, and then like I was also in love with the teacher, and then no, just
call
kidding.
back.
No, just kidding.
If you want context, you have to see the previous podcast. Monetization.
Yeah, with
It's not monetized, is it?
unmonetized. No, it's never monetized. That's the only reason I use copyrighted music. It's not monetized anyway, so fucking why would I care? It's not like they're
But if
stealing
you
my money that I don't even get.
most of Kevin MacLeod music is copyright free and it's
Yes, I
already
know.
on YouTube.
I know this person.
Yes,
Uh,
he's done quite a lot of good stuff.
yeah, I know. I know. I admire his work.
I like his Christmas wish background. It's very nice. So
But yeah, I would say fell in love in this girl. I think it was fifth grade, but I didn't actually like believe it. It's like, nah, this isn't possible. This is fake. This is unreal. This is not a thing. So I actually never did anything because I also like didn't actually think I was in love. Uh,
but wait, okay, I
the,
have a question.
yeah, go on.
Because you're like, I didn't think I was in love. But
Yes,
how did you realize afterwards, I guess, because you didn't ask her or anything.
yes.
You didn't act upon it because
No,
you thought
I
it
mean
was impossible.
we were good friends, I would say.
Mm.
I did look her up on Facebook, but I couldn't actually find. I didn't know her last name, but
Ah.
I mean, I do now.
But
C-
how
I will go on.
how did you
I'll,
realize that you had
I
those
will
feelings?
explain. Yes.
Okay, good.
At six, she left that year at the end, because most people who join that school would leave like after the 1 year, and it's
Well,
like I also went there because they have like a separate like part which is in the school, which is like made for people who have certain illnesses and or just need to lose weight and just have like yeah they have like special department to take care of people, and I was
uh,
there for my asthma, I have asthma.
okay, that
uh
made more sense. It was
I
like,
mean
Andrew, you don't need to lose weight. You need to
yeah,
gain weight,
I
maybe.
mean she only went there for the school, so she wasn't part of that thing because she had no. First of all, she wasn't overweight, so she didn't have any. problems, any illnesses. So she just went to the school normally. But yeah, she left at the end of the year. I don't know. I guess just to go to another school. I don't know why, but yeah. That year, it was fine. Didn't actually realize anything. But it was the year after, I would say. I guess in England they would call it seventh grade. I mean here they call it a different thing.
Just tell me how old you were, because English doesn't really match up to Swedish anyway. So just tell me
Oh,
your age.
fucking! I mean I'm a year older as well, cause I actually repeated my first grade because my mother tried to teach me and she wasn't good at teaching. So yeah, that's how I wasted a year of my life.
I'm so confused right now. Like,
Don't worry about it.
how old you were you then?
So I guess in first grade I would have been 7 because I repeated then.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
then 8 for the second one and 9 for the third, 10 for the fourth and 11. Yeah, also I was 11 I guess when I first fell in love, and 13 when I actually realized that I fell in love. Because I don't know, I was just in my bed, and for some reason at night I couldn't actually sleep. I don't know, I just missed her out of nowhere just 2 years later.
Oh yeah. By the way, I was 16 or 17 when I had the thing before.
Ah, right. So,
Although the first time I mentioned, or well, I was only in one serious one, but I had one, I guess, that where I sort of just explained really quickly where I was in love, or well, I wasn't in love, but I felt like I I sent them wrong signals, even though I just wanted to be friends, and that was
yeah,
when I was 13 or something, 13, 14.
yeah. But I actually eventually found her on Facebook, and then I messaged her. So I was 13, yes. She didn't reply.
I mean,
I feel like she forgot me. To be honest.
back
Uh,
and she leaves off in the early
but yeah,
morning.
every
Goodbye.
Goku, can you like shut the fuck up? Every like couple of weeks, I would like almost not be able to sleep for like a couple of days. I mean,
Oh
like
my god. Oh Jesus. That's
yeah.
yeah. That's
I
that's
mean, generally, I'm like when I like have something stuck in my head, I can't sleep. So that's like
yeah.
yeah,
I,
that would be
I'm
normal for
I'm
me.
going to sound like an asshole now, but I've never had that. Even when I have had feelings for other people, I've
Yes.
slept soundly. The only times it's like when I have some homework I've forgotten or something like that, when or when I had that guilt feeling like looming over me. It's like I can't.
What did I get myself into?
It's like it's. I'm not sure. It's like this complicates so much for no reason. It's
I
like
feel like your situation is the exact opposite of mine.
yeah, I
I mean, I
guess.
was absolutely like I basically was powerless because she didn't reply. So yeah, there was literally nothing.
Yeah, but I mean
There was
it's
nothing I could do. There was no.
yeah, and it's
Yeah,
also like people, even though there's usually unreciprocated love in the early ages of life and stuff.
I mean, I feel
And
like
you're
I have less than that because apart from that, I've never actually like fallen in
well, I
love.
mean,
That I
I'm
feel
going
like
to impart with you with some wisdom that's probably not going to everyone except me maybe, and a few
okay.
people. This is going to sound otherwise it's going to sound like bad advice. But I feel like the best thing to do isn't to like set out with the mindset of uh, falling in love or
Oh, I know.
because I in my opinion anyway, if you're trying to like woo someone or get them to fall in love with you or get them to at least be somewhat attracted to you, you're going to try to be like the version that they want. But if you try to be friends with most people first, they people will know your sort of your personality and what you like, and if someone likes you for that for
Agreed.
that,
Yeah, agreed.
you'll get the best thing. Even though it might sound like it's um, uh, it might sound to people listening right now that it sounds like you're just making friendships to fall in love later or to start date them. But that's not really what I'm saying. I'm saying like both relationships as friendships and romantic relationships, the best ones come out from when you are, as long as you're not like rude or an asshole or anything. If you're yourself, you'll get the best. You'll feel the best
Yeah.
from those
I
relationships.
mean, I didn't really like. I didn't even like. If I could be able to like message her, if he like replied, I probably would have just tried to like befriend her, not like try to make her
Yeah,
fall
no,
in
no,
love
of
with me,
course.
and then see what happens. Cause obviously I could realize like, oh shit, this is not gonna work, so I'm not even gonna bother. But yeah. But yeah, I couldn't even try. So yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, no, but that's fair enough.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
I've got more stories to tell.
oh,
But yes,
is this from the earliest your age, or
yeah,
are
I
you
mean,
just going to be randomly between ages, or are you going
no,
to do from like
it's
youngest to
yeah. I mean,
oldest?
I've got two things to talk about. The first one that I just like kind of talked about, and I feel like that part ended. Yeah, probably like my love for this person probably ended like the end of the next year. By then I was like, yeah, I don't care at all anymore. But yeah,
Just
then
suddenly like I don't care.
I don't care about you. No, I
She's
just
like
yeah, I
she car
accepted it.
crashed or something,
It
and like
was it was
walked
completely
past the
accepted.
car.
But yeah, the year after that, after like I accepted that, then at this point that was 1 year ago. So I guess I was 15, and then during the year I would become 16. Yes. There was this. I mean, I wouldn't. I was never in love
Wait,
with
which month are you born in, just to get some
May
context?
and May. So
Okay.
at the time I was 15, I believe. But yeah, during the year, like yeah, mid going through the school year, a new girl joined the school. Uh, and I actually knew this person because she was at the school 2 years ago, and I left and then like rejoined.
Mm.
But yeah, she joined. But she was like a year higher, and then she repeated. So then that's how she ended up in my class. Uh, but said she joined, but I already knew that she was a weep, that she liked anime and stuff. Uh, so I was like, so we were like playing this game for like English class. Do you know like Cahoots? Do you know what Cahoots
Yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we were doing that in English, and her name was like what do you know Doki Doki thing, the Doki Doki game?
Mm.
What's
Hmm.
the name of that? Was it Monica?
Just
Yeah,
Monica.
she made her
That's
name on that Monica, and I was like laughing with it. I was like making my own memes about like anime weep shit, and she like realized it. Uh, and she was like, ah, okay, I got this like other weeb in my class. So she was like, sure she would like message me like couple days after. So we like started talking and shit. But yeah, she was generally like a pretty depressing person. She was
huh.
only, yeah, she was only like a friend with one of the other girls in the class. Like we have got at the time probably like
Ah, okay.
8 people in the class, 8, 9, because it's a pretty small class. She would only be befriended with one of the other girls, and even then wasn't like that girl good friends. It's only good friends because she had known this other girl for such a long time, but they both had like certain differences that they always had. But they were still like okay with each other. But
Yeah.
yeah, she was pretty depressing in general.
Formal acquaintances. Yeah.
Yes, she is. She was pretty depressing. She always felt lonely for some reason. But she was like,
I feel like it's pretty obvious why she felt lonely if she didn't have any
but
friends.
at home,
Okay.
I mean, it's like even if your parents are there, she's like, I'm lonely. I'm lonely. Help me. I'm like, sir, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Why? Did she just say it out loud?
Yeah, no, as in like message me. She just messaged
Okay.
me like, I'm lonely. And I'm like, what do you want me to do about it?
Yeah, maybe she was trying to send you signals like, I'm lonely, come
Yeah,
warm my
no, no,
bed,
no.
wink
And
wink.
she was like, one day she basically like asked me out. She was like, "You wanna go do something?" And I kind of like rejected. I was like, "Yeah, but it's not fun if we were only with two people." So I made like two other
Oh
people
my
come.
god! Oh no!
Yeah, so I made two other people
Ah.
come, and then we went bowling with four people.
That's like, that's not how you do it. It's like even if she just wanted friendship or something, that's not how you do it. You have to like say, "Oh, I'm busy that time" or something like that.
Oh no, no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say like
What?
fucking. Uh,
Don't lie. That's like the easiest thing to do ever.
yeah, I took it as an opportunity to play bowling with my actual friends. I mean, she was a friend at the time, so to be fair, I didn't hate this person at the time. I mean, I do now, but yeah,
You hate that person, the girl.
yeah, I hate the person right now.
Why?
Uh, you will know.
Did she turn out to be your stepmother? Is that
No, she turned out to be my teacher. No,
what? I was
no.
just pretending to be a student all along.
I am actually your teacher.
You get F.
Uh, but no,
No, but
she was pretty depressing. I like tried to convince her that she wasn't like, for instance, fucking an asshole. She like convinced herself that she was bad person. So I would try to convince her that she wasn't. Uh,
and then you started hating her,
no,
and
no, no, no.
confirmed you right.
We were still fine, but eventually, uh, I don't know. She just out of nowhere. I think she just like realized that I wasn't in love with her, and I didn't want to blatantly say it to her face, and out of nowhere she like began to hate me. And
Okay.
she
How
would
did you notice that she started hating you?
oh for first she would stop messaging me. I mean, it would
Oh
also
my
always
god, she's hating you.
yeah, no, for
She's
no, 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 no. She would always message me, and I would never message her. She would always begin the conversation, cause I
oh
don't,
my god, but
cause
that's
cause I don't, I wouldn't give a shit about conversation, cause I don't know, I'm never interested in the conversation. Only
yeah.
Discord, like fucking server things interest me. Even then, I don't even start a conversation. I'm just there if
Mm.
something happens.
And,
That's just
and
me.
join in randomly
Yeah.
with like pictures of memes and
Yeah,
stuff.
well, not memes, but
Hats.
I would say stuff. But yeah, and yeah, she would like fucking at school, bro. She would like give me like the fucking worst face and look at me like, you were my main enemy. And I was like, what the fuck is happened? And
Maybe
that
she's just trying to
and
play hard to get or something.
nah, she would like also give like fucking shots fired at me, and I would just fire back. It was
With
bad.
actual guns.
No, she would like say like with my I would say like my probably like best friend at school, and she would say like at least he's funny, and I'll be like bitch, yeah, you know I'm here, right? And it would be like me, my friend, and her would be there, and she would basically saying that my friend is at least funny and I'm not. So I was like, bitch, what you doing?
Oh my god, sounds
So
like a
it was pretty
weird
like
relationship from the start.
no, there wasn't a relationship. There was never a relationship.
No, 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 but
But I know.
relationships aren't the same thing as like
Ah, you
romantic
mean
partners.
yes? Okay,
I mean,
well, seems legit. But
you
she
can
was
have a
basically.
professional relationship with someone, you can have a friendly relationship with someone, and you can have a territorial relationship, I guess, where
Well,
you own land and there's like enemies and stuff. And
yeah, but sure. But yeah, she was basically. I knew she was in love with me, like for a certain amount of time, and then eventually, it wasn't anymore, and then she hated me, and I hated her back. That's pretty simple.
yeah, that
So yeah.
the idea of someone loving me, or I don't know, I that turns me off.
I mean,
It's like I don't want to talk to you anymore because you want to talk about me personally.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
like to
no,
talk.
no. Out of nowhere, she hated me, so hated her back.
No, but that's how I feel actually.
Well,
I don't like to if there's someone who's like wants to talk to me about me, even though they might not love me, I was like, I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about
you.
games. I want to
That
talk
really
about.
sounded like you were gonna say, "I want to talk about you."
I want to destroy the world. No, but I don't know. I like to debate stuff and like talk about stuff that's happened. I don't like to talk about yeah I'm doing the same things. Like I'm still at school. Yeah, you know, doing the
Yeah.
stuff. That's boring. I don't want to talk about like I can explain my situation, but I don't like to like. I'm not sure. Maybe I just hate talking people to face. It's like just at parties and stuff when they like. I'm just not a social person. I guess I don't like pleasantries. Like, how are you doing? And just sitting down and talking about
I mean,
nonsense
same.
for like.
I'm not that social either.
Says the
But
person
yeah.
hosting a podcast.
Well,
Uh,
was it my idea or was it yours?
I think it.
No
I
clue.
think it was your idea, but my idea to do it so soon.
Yeah, I think it was that. I think I was just saying like that Galen and Patrick were gonna do podcast, but never did it. And
Yeah,
then
and you
I
said
was
how easy it was going to be, and I said something like, "Yeah, let's do it right now then."
like, wait a second, calm the fuck down.
Okay, let's. Yeah, that's our lives, and yeah,
That's our love life.
well,
Or for me, I would say anti-love life.
my life, my love life, I prefer it dead. Just to,
Yes, same, non-existent.
I prefer it. I don't know. I like. I guess if I'm interested in someone and they're interested in me, and we both can admit it to each other, and see what happens, because I don't want to be responsible for like trying to get it somewhere. It's like, okay, yeah, how about if it's like, are you interested in me? And they're like, yeah, I'm interested in you. And it's like, okay, I'm interested in you too. Good. And then you shake hands, and it's like, bam, bam, contract. I promise
Contract.
to. I promise to be more. I'm not sure. I can't. Anyway, way. Let's talk about some Hearts of Iron stuff. Woohoo!
Yeah, what do you want to say about Hearts of Iron?
I want to talk about Hearts of Iron, about how the the, the how I mean compared to other games. I mean this was sort of part of the thing that Naruto replaced, but
Naruto.
I mean if I look at your and Arnon's Steam tab thing,
Yeah.
the only game that you have more hours on, you specifically, Arnon's doesn't have one that's more than Hearts of Iron, is Rocket League.
Yes. I've got
And
8 times more hours on Rocket League than Hearts of Iron.
and don't get me wrong, Rocket League is
A
pretty
great
good.
game.
Uh,
Absolute class.
I'm not as obsessed with it as you are, obviously, but yeah.
I'm obsessed.
I'm not obsessed. I can quit whenever I want, but I don't want to. But how I feel like, why did it take you specifically? Because Arnold isn't here and stuff, but why did it make you so interested? What's
And what Hearts of Iron?
yeah?
Well, first of all,
Because
the, what do you have to do? Something? Yeah, I'll wait for a second.
yes, sorry.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah, because my Hearts of Iron is my most played game, but it's not by a lot. I have Crusader Kings,
Yeah.
some other games. Can't remember right now, but it's Crusader Kings and probably. Damn it, what is it? Skyrim, not probably, but maybe. XCOM 2? No. Yeah, my Garry's Mod. A bit. Yeah, I have a few games that are
Sure, but yeah, you said why I'm interested and why I got so many hours on it. Well, first of all, I mean,
Like, because you have a couple of games that you paid for on your Steam, as I can see, but you specifically Hearts of Iron you played quite a lot of. So
yeah. Well, Hearts of Iron, first of all, is a game that takes a long while just to generally like have fun with. I mean, it's
yeah,
like,
especially in multiplayer. Yeah,
yeah, it's like long games. You can't just play the game for say 20 minutes or even like an hour maybe even. Like you need like a lot of hours to like have like a good game of Hearts of Iron. So
yeah,
generally,
around
you need to
around
play it a
3 hours.
long time to like play the game. So that's one of the reasons I've got so many hours. I mean, other than that, I mean, I do love like I like taking over a country in general and just
In general. So this
like
is this is just makes it easier
I
for
am gonna become the king of Belgium, take over Luxembourg. Yes, no. No, I like just taking over like a small country like El Salvador and just taking over whole of Central America.
you. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't probably play El Salvador because of supply and
I mean, you know me.
general
I
technology and
prefer
stuff.
I prefer taking over a smaller country
Yeah, I like the idea of that too, but I would
and
probably
then
play
a-
somewhere in Europe or Asia.
and then taking like nearby small countries and then eventually grow big.
But I sort of I still feel like even though you like the idea of taking over a country and the games take longer, I just feel like it's still quite a lot of your. Is there more than those reasons? Because it feels like there's.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I like the World War things. I mean, I'm kind of interested in general what happens in history. So I guess that has to do with it as well. I mean, Arno definitely doesn't, cause he doesn't know where Hungary is and shit. But yeah, I don't know. I like having the map and just changing the map. That seems cool. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. I personally feel sort of a lot quite burned out. Well, I've gone through this period twice in my Hearts of Iron stuff because I started playing this straight right after summer break, 2016,
mm,
and then I sort of got bored of the main map and stuff. I bought all the DLC, and I sort of well, I didn't buy all of the DLC, but I felt like the ones that they didn't have I wasn't interesting, so I started playing the World War One mod and Kaiserreich, and that was fun for a while.
yeah, Kaiserreich's probably like best mod for
But even though
Hearts
it's
of Iron.
one of the best mod, it's still sort of it by being so with by having so much stuff in it, it highlights like the limits of Hearts of Iron. I feel like you can have cool events and stuff, but each game is going to feel like the same stuff. And especially in Kaiserreich, there's so long focus trees that you feel like the game's over, even though you haven't done most of your focus tree stuff.
Yeah, I don't really like generally the focus tree if it likes the sides, who you can like go to war with. I don't. I like to do it all manually, the manual
Yeah,
system. It's like it's kind of why I don't like custom focus trees. I like it having it all as speed fair, but I mean I understand why it's there, of
I
course.
like the base game Poland. That's like a pretty small focus tree where it has some small expansion stuff, but it's not too much, and it has sort of politics, but it's you can also join the allies and stuff, and it's small limitations. It's not a lot.
Is the USA still OP in the game?
No,
Okay, good. Did they like nerf it
they
afterwards?
they can go into civil war, but they're
But
pretty OP when everything works out for them. But
but
I
uh,
mean
but
that's fair because
but
Germany gets super OP.
it's just 'cause I saw that after like the new DLC, Man the Guns came out, USA was overpowered, and each like multiplayer game, like big like competitive multiplayer game would just be like USA winning it in the end. every single
Yeah,
time. So yeah,
but that's yeah,
is that
but
still the
that's
case?
yes, but it's not as much.
Okay.
They've been slightly nerfed. But I
Yeah.
mean, if you play as the USA, I understand because if you have the Great Depression debuff, it's very boring to play. Um, so let's. I feel like we
I've got some good news.
okay. You have some good news.
Yes,
Let's
Morecambe
go
have
to
won 4-0.
that's
Yes, 15 shots to 7. We scored 4. They scored 0. Very good, very good.
Can we actually just take a nature GIF from online actually because it's not monetized, so it should be fine.
Yeah, probably.
Uh, yeah, let's just say that and hope for the best.
I
So
swear, are you like what? I hear like fucking birds squeaking
yeah,
from
I
your
have my
mic.
window slightly open because it's pretty hot.
You live in fucking like desert. Oh shit, what am I talking about? In the forest, in the desert.
No, no, but it's like it's there's a couple of trees just outside them.
Uh, well,
I don't
same.
know. I hear them so often, so I don't really get
I mean, I've got
bothered by them.
trees here too, but birds don't really make a lot of noise here.
Yeah, no, that's like loads of different kind of birds. I feel like if you would visit, you would understand. I sort of live in the city, but in a nature part of the city. It's hard to explain. Um,
Yeah.
let's move on to my idea of a new name for this podcast because I mean you don't have to type in Discord.
Wait, yeah, okay.
Because since we're both mods in the TGS anime Twitch thing, and you were a
And
mod
here we
using
go again.
the Modpod, perfect name.
Oh no. No, I don't
Such,
agree.
such a good name.
What if we call it in the modcast?
The Modcast, the Modscast, Mogscast,
No,
Yogscast. Okay.
the the
I mean, it's up to you. It's
the mod
completely up to
the
you.
mods
I put so much. I put so little effort into this, except making like ideas to talk about and talking. So and
you,
since it all
the mod
goes up on your thing,
the
it's
mod
it's.
blast the mod slashed
I mean, you don't have to name it if you don't want to.
the weepcast. It's got good trade. I actually I won like you know when Sam did those like giveaways. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Well I basically got like this little like not guess you won't call it. It's like fucking. I guess you call it like portrait. Not really portrait. It's like
Like a poster.
not poster. It's like a thing that you can hang up, but it's not a poster. And it's like a picture, but it's like
Okay, like
it's a picture, but on like a thing where you would paint it on.
yeah, I know what you mean with like give me a second. I need to check the English translation. Um,
But yeah, I basically got that from Sam's giveaway. I'm sure I could find it somewhere.
oh wait, that's Japanese. I don't want Japanese. I want
But yeah,
I
that's
clearly want English if I want to explain stuff.
but yeah, that was pretty cool.
A frame. That's
Yes, it's frame. I got
a picture frame.
yeah, picture frame of like yeah, a cool picture of Go Kia's with main character and like cool like fucking robot mechs around them and stuff. Looks pretty cool. So but yeah, I guess this is our second podcast.
Yeah, like last time, I guess we'll have some copyright music that gets
Yeah,
louder and louder
yeah.
because we don't know how to just end stuff
I'm pretty sure.
properly.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't copyrighted music.
Put in some, I don't know, Africa.
I mean, people always say use copyright music for everything, but it's not really true. Let me just look for a second if my latest video had copyright. It did. Load. Load. Just wait a second. Wait a second. No, it was not copyrighted. So yeah. insert copyrighted music right now.
I'm
Yes.
doing it. It's fine.